Welcome back everyone. This is the third part of the video, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to create your sales data. So for this worksheet, first we're gonna have all our column headers. So the column headers that you want in your worksheets are here: the date, product, unit, product cost, order quantity, total product cost for that particular sale, envelope cost and shipping, label cost, shipping fees, the platform fees, or it's also your sales channel fee or referral fees that they charge you, and then the sale price. And then we're also going to calculate all our ROI, profits, margin, and all those that you're going to need to do the accounting in future. So in this one here, we have gross profit, ROI, total acquisition cost, total gross profit, total ROI. That's the ROI on all of your products, so average of them. Total revenue will be adding up all your revenues across all your sales. Then margin for each of your product sale, and then the gross margin, this will calculate kind of the average of all your sales or all your product transactions. Then we have buyer's name. This here you want to include the name of your buyers for any products that you fulfill yourself, because that will help you um, with your packaging, so that you don't mix your customers order. A lot of time you will get the orders where the buyer's name or the first name might be same, and you might get confused, and if you mix them up you will end up with the wrong product arriving to your customer, and that will result in returns, and you don't want that to happen. So that's why you need to track all the name of your buyers. But for FBA fulfill orders, you don't need to, although if you can enter their name, but you don't need to because it's done by the Amazon warehouse and not by you. In this column T here we have the source. This is all the source of your sales channel, so might be all your Amazon, Walmart, Etsy, eBay, wherever you're selling. All right, so now let's get to set up our worksheet here with the formulas. So in the first row here, I'm going to show you how to set up all your formula, and this will apply to all of it, and this will help you to make this whole worksheet automated. So first one, this is the date and the product. It is going to be your manual entry, which you're going to enter every day as you sell your products. Then comes our product, which is going to be product list that you don't have to manually do. So if you see here, we have a drop down. Once you click on any of these cells in this column, the way you create this one is you select this whole column B, then you go to your data tab, and then in data tab you want to go to data validation. In the data validation you click on data validation, and in the allow here you want to select the list. That's how you create that list, and that will be added to your drop down. When you select the list, you will see source. In the source you want to click here, and once you click here you want to go to your product page. In the product page you want to select your column B, and this will include all your variations name into your list. You want to make sure this one is saying B column B, which means the whole column B, and then you click on this here, and this should already include everything. Now you hit OK, and that's how you create your list. So if you go into any of the cells in this column here, you will get this drop down button. Once you click it, you will see all your products. No matter, even if you add more products in future, this should all appear in your list, and from here you should just be able to select it. So that's how you create your product list. Next, we want to populate our data automatically here into column C for all your unit product cost for that particular product. And the way to do it is, again, we use the index formula. So if you see here, I'm using the index formula, where again I am getting the data from my table that I created in the product page there, and you want to select the whole range of columns that includes your products data. In our case it was A through D, so that's why I have products A colon D. And then next we want to use the match function again. In this one we are matching the data that's in our product data here in column B. So that's what you want to select. Once you come here, you select this cell B2, and it should give you that name, comma. Then we're going to look for column B in product worksheet. So once you come here, you want to click on the product page, and then you want to select this whole column. And once you select that, that's what it will show up here as column B2B. If it does not, you can also manually enter um, this B column B. That will include the whole column B. Make sure the name is product, which means it's getting the data from products worksheet. Then it's next one is your match type, which is going to be 0 again because you want to do exact match. And then you close the match function, comma, and you get you want to enter number 3. The column number is 3, which is our unit product cost in our product worksheet. If you see, the third column is where you have your unit data, unit product cost data. So that's what you want to create. Select column 3 for your getting the data for unit product cost in this worksheet. Next is your order quantity. So order quantity is again going to be your manual entry because these are variables and they are going to change as per your order. So this is going to be manually entered every time. The next one is our product total product cost. So this one, you just want to multiply the product cost by your order quantity, and that should give you the total product cost for that particular transaction. Then next we have our shipping and packaging cost. So you want to set up, if you are fulfilling from home, you are going to have to purchase your envelopes, your shipping labels, and then you're also going to have to pay the shipping fee. That's what we have in our next 3 columns here. So the first one, you want to set up the formula so it does automatically, and the way I do it is I only get orders fulfilled by FBA Amazon, which is my third party. Otherwise, everything else, every other channel, I fulfill them by myself. So the formula I use here is if function, and in here I say if T2, the source of sale, is equals to FBA Amazon, then make it 0 because I'm not paying any packaging cost. Otherwise, for any other sales channel, I want to add 10 cents, which is 0.1. So that's when you want to add. If you have multiple third-party warehouse which fulfill your orders, you want to add ifs function, and then you want to add another condition here saying if your T2 is whatever your source is, and then set it that to 0 as well, and rest of them you want to set it to 10 cents or whatever packaging fee you are paying. So the same thing with your shipping label. I have this exact same formula, except here my packaging my shipping label cost is 2 cents, so I have 0.02 for my shipping label. And the next one is shipping fee, and this is your variable. So the shipping fee changes per your order date and everything. So these are going to be your manual entry for every transaction. Then we have platform fee. This is the fee that we actually created our Excel table in our product page, and we're gonna calculate the referral or the platform fee in this section here. The formula we use is ifs function, where you can enter multiple conditions. And the way my formula works is I have my first condition. So let's say T2, which is my source. If my source is Amazon, then multiply J2, which is my sale price here, by the referral fee that corresponds to Amazon. Since it is going to be constant, you're not going to be changing it. You just want to multiply it with I2 sale number in product, which is actually the referral fee for Amazon. So if you just want to do J2 times, and then you will click into product and select this cell here and go back. The next, you want to add the next condition, which is going to be if my T2 equals Walmart, then J2 times, and then again you want to click on product and select your Walmart referral fee cell number, go back, and then keep adding all your other conditions the same way for all your product sales channel. And that's the formula for automatically calculating your platform fee. Next, we have sale price. So this also we want to do our calculation for sales price. And the way to do it is, again, we want to use the index formula here. So again, index, we want to use the same product page table that we have for our products, and then we want to use the match function again. Here we are matching our product name with the column B of product worksheet, and in now we want to get the data from column number 4, which was, again, if you see, our sale price. That's why we set up all our sales price. In future, if you want to change your sale price, you want to add a new column, add your sales price, and then go back into sales data, and from where, with whatever date that it had changed, go back there and change this column number, and that should update the new sales price from that date forward. So if you see, that's how we created our sales price, which will do the calculation automatically once we enter our unit cost and order quantity and the product name. Next, now we want to get into calculating all our accounting stuff. So for our gross profit, you want to subtract all your costs, so total product cost, envelope cost, shipping fees, and platform fees from your sales price. That's what we're doing here, J2 minus all of those, and that should give your gross profit. Next, we have ROI. So ROI is your return on investment, whatever your initial investment was and what you got after that. So in our case, the only investment we first make is our sales product cost, which is this one. Um, Everything else, actually, once you make the sales, it can come out of the sales price. That's why your initial investment is only this product cost, and that's why it is a little bit different than margin. So the way to do calculate that is, I just divide your gross profit by your total product cost, and that's what gives you your ROI. Next, total acquisition cost. This is just going to be addition of all our product cost throughout. So in this section, you want to actually set up the formula in this cell and the cell next to this one right away, because it actually calculates anything that's in E2 and whatever was before. Because we don't have any data before, the first one is just going to be equals to E2, and the second cell is where you want to start adding up. So in this second cell, you want to add the new product cost for new transaction and your previous total acquisition cost. This is how you do the cumulative addition in Excel. So this is how you're going to add, and after that you just want to select this corner and drag it down, and it should automatically do so. You don't have to apply any other formula after the second cell for this anywhere you are doing the cumulative additions. The same thing, we're doing the gross profit again. So this gross profit is actually across all your transactions. So this one was for particular product, while this is adding up all your profits so far. So again, the same way we did in M, you want to first set up your first sale or first transaction equals to your first gross profit, and then after that it's just going to keep adding. So your new gross profit for new transaction plus your previous total gross profit, and after that it will add up once you drag this corner down. Then the total ROI. So again, this is going to be your ROI for all your expenses so far until the last transaction. So the way it works is, the first one you're going to divide your total profit by your total acquisition cost. And for the total revenue now, we want to just add up all our sale price, because here it is just individual sales price, but we want to also have our total revenue calculated. That's why we created this column, and we want to add all our sales revenue. And the way to do it again is, you the first transaction is going to be just same as your sales price. After that, you just keep adding the new sales price by your total revenue from previous sale, and after that you're just gonna drag it down. Then we calculate our margin. So now the margin is actually your gross profit by your sales price. So profit in context of your sales price, and that's what is the gross margin, which is different than ROI. The ROI is based on what your investment was. This is what based on what your sales price was. So here again, it's just we're dividing our gross profit by sales price, and then again you have the gross margin, which is the margin across all your products. So here we divide our total gross profit by total revenue, and the same thing continues. So if you see, the margin here for each this particular transaction was 48, while your gross margin was 42, because this is kind of average of both of them. So this is across all your sales so far, and you want to keep track, so you just can know overall whatever your gross margin is going to be for all your products and all your transactions so far. And then come this buyer's name, which is again going to be a manual entry, so we're not going to talk much about that. There is no formula involved. Then we have our column 2, which is our source or sales channel, and in here again we want to create our list the same as we had out for our product. And the way to create is you select the section T, go to data, data validation, click on data validation, select the list again, and in our source you want to click on here and select this column H. You can select the whole column so it can include anything you might add in future. That way you don't have to keep updating this in future at all, and you can just add your more sales channel as you keep growing your sales channels if you have to. And then you select this button and say OK, and that should already do it. So once you go to now you go to any of these cells in this column, you should already see this drop down button, and you can always just select any of your sales channel that you have, or if you add anything it should already appear and make this list even larger and larger. That was all our formulas that you have to set for creating your sales data or recording your transactions every day without any hassles or with least work. So let's go ahead and try some examples and see if this works and how much work you will have to do in future once you get transaction to work with this. So let's say our date, and then here you're just gonna select any of the product from the list. Let's select this one here. Now you see it's now working. What you want to do is first, because this is not continuous and you want to select that cell with the formula, you want to grab this corner and drag it down. As much as you can see, you can go any further you want. Then next, since these all have the formula, you want to select the whole range. You can and then drag it down again. If you want to keep the same range here for up to which you want to drag the formula, and you don't want to drag it and just double click it, the way to do is you don't want to leave anything. Like here we left this column blank, so you don't want to leave that. Let's say in this condition this is a manual entry, so we cannot have any data right now, right? So what you want to do is let's say we don't have any data. You want to select this. You also want to select now everything else that has formula, and if you double click it, it should already fill all the rows up until where you have the data, and that's easier so that you don't have to keep dragging manually, which is a little bit of work. So here we have now, again we can put it back manually, and so now everything is set up. And the reason it is going to make it easier was, now if you see, as soon as you select any product, it should already update everything. Now the next manual entry was your order quantity, so you want to select the order quantity that you have, and then the next one is your shipping cost. So let's say I had this 4.5 as my shipping cost, and the other manual entry is going to be your sales channel. So as soon as you select this, everything should already auto. See how easy it is now. All you have to do is fill these 2, 3, 4, and 5 of your columns, and it should already automatically calculate everything else for you. All right, so let's try one more. Let's say we had another cell, and then you want to select something that we already have above, so we just want to see how it works if I have the same product twice. So let's say we have Pro Max Black, and if you see, it's already automatically updated my unit product cost. Now I want to add my order quantity as 1, then my shipping cost as 3.81, and my sales channel, again I want it to be FBA Amazon. No, let's say just Amazon, not FBA. So once I select this, if you saw, everything else got auto populated. Easy as that. And that is your sales data worksheet now complete and automated, ready to go. So that's all you need to do to create your sales data. I hope you gained some knowledge from this video, and please continue to watch part 4 to be able to create your inventory tracker worksheet in our next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like the content or the knowledge I provided. See you in the next video.